Hi there, I'm Rin Olson. This is The Dog Show. This week on The Dog Show,
dogs that need a great home. Mighty Joe Young's Question of the Week. Water for Dogs, an integrative canine rehabilitation center. Dog photos. Amanda of Upper West Side Dog Training.
Hi, I'm Jamie Caffino here with The Dog Show, and this is Robert here from Mighty Mutts, and Alex here is up for adoption. Can you tell us a little bit about Alex?
Okay, Alex is about 2 years old. He's a poodle mix, so he doesn't shed. He's a very sweet, friendly dog that we've had for a little while, and he's looking for a good home.
What type of home do you think is best for Alex?
Well, I think almost any home would be good for him. Apartments, homes, backyards. You don't have to have a large amount of space. You just have to be willing to give him the exercise that he needs because he's a young, very energetic little guy.
How well is Alex trained?
We're not really too sure. We know he's really smart. So he's probably doesn't know a lot of commands yet, but just from the little experience we've had with him, we know he'd pick things up in a snap. He's a really smart little guy.
Do you think he would be good in a home with children?
I think he would do great in a house with children. I think he would do great in almost any kind of home. He's just very friendly, I think very adaptable, and very playful.
Does he get along well with other dogs?
He's a little shy when he meets new dogs for the first time, but after that, once he knows them, he's just very friendly and very, very playful, and very energized around other dogs.
Does he have any special needs?
He just wants love. That's probably the only special need he has.
Does he need a lot of exercise?
I would say so. He has a lot of energy, but the nice thing about being a small dog is a lot of exercise for him really isn't that much. And even just running around in the apartment will eventually burn out his sweet little battery.
What can you tell me about Mighty Mutt's 20th anniversary party?
Well, we're just celebrating 20 years of saving the thousands of animals that have come into our care, and it's going to be a really great party and celebrating good times and happy homes with a really great raffle and music and food and surprise celebrities that are going to be stopping by too. So everyone should just come and have a good time and celebrate the 20 years of really finding lots of happy homes.
So if you're interested in Alex, go to www.mightymutts.org and fill out an application. I'm Jamie Caffino from The Dog Show.
The Colonel sleep at night?
On the floor.
How do you know that?
Well, I get up a few times in the night and I see him on the floor.
What if he just hears you coming and jumps to the floor like some other dog owner we just talked to?
Oh, you mean he sleeps on the sofa?
Perhaps.
I think he's not allowed on the sofa because when he was a puppy, I let him get on my sofa and he dig at it and he ripped the upholstery. So I'll place things on the sofa strategically.
Okay, so he's on the floor. Does he have a rug?
He has a little, one of those little foamy mats. It's like a yoga mat.
Okay, and so never has he jumped into bed with you?
No, never.
What would you do if he did?
I would kick him off.
Oh, a little aggressive we are.
I'd be like, get the...
That's my kind of girl. All right, that's it. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, cool. I got one more question for you.
Okay.
Where does Lucky sleep at night?
He sleeps in his own bed.
What kind of bed does he have? A canopy?
Kind of.
He kind of has a
His bed is
canopy.
softer than my bed.
Really? And where is his bed located?
Right next to my bed.
Yeah. So Lucky never like hops in bed with you?
Well, I wouldn't say never.
Occasionally.
He's allowed to hop in bed when I'm taking a nap,
Yeah.
but not at night.
So when you're taking a nap and he hops in bed, like, do you guys like snuggle?
Oh, absolutely.
You do?
Yeah.
And it's like a full frontal snuggle, not like a foot snuggle.
Is this GP or is this R-rated?
This is definitely GP.
In that case, it's all above covers.
All above covers. I don't want to know what's going on below the covers. Thank you, sir. You've made me blush.
Good luck.
Where, if you have dogs in your house, where would they sleep?
Oh, on my bed.
Are you in the bed?
Of course. Yeah, no, I almost insist on it, but they actually now they like to sleep under my bed. But yeah, no, I
Under
prefer
your
it.
bed.
I prefer it if they sleep on the bed, but they don't always.
Is there someone else in the bed with you, or just the dog?
Unfortunately, not.
I feel your pain. I feel your pain. It's okay. So you're snuggling with the dogs?
Yes. Yes.
At the foot or like full frontal?
Wherever they want to go, they'll, it's their bed. I'm just allowed to sort of sleep in a corner of
It's
it.
their bed, not yours anymore.
Oh no, it never was.
No? What
No.
size is his bed?
It's a queen size bed,
Yeah?
but it's their apartment. I just pay
It's
the rent.
their apartment. I'm loving this.
Yeah.
You are just full of wonderful answers, Wonderly.
Well, absolutely. No, what Seinfeld said was that if an alien came down and looked at us humans, he'd see us all following around dogs on a string, picking up their poo, and that they'd probably think dogs ruled the earth, which is almost pretty true.
Touche. I'm not listening to a word you're saying. I'm just looking at how fabulous you are. Anyway, okay, one more question.
Yeah.
So where does Max sleep at night?
At home with us, usually
At
on the
home is a
couch.
good answer. Okay,
Yeah,
let's get a little more
he's not outside.
specific.
He's on the couch.
On
He
the
sleeps
couch.
yeah.
How do you know that?
Because sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night. I can actually see him sleeping on the couch. He has the entire couch for himself, so he loves
So it's
it.
Max's couch. It's not your couch.
When we are sitting there, it's our couch, but if we are not there, he's using it.
And you're cool with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, I wasn't. I always put it like in a crate. But as soon as I had to go away for business for a few days, I come back and the dog wasn't in a crate anymore because my wife felt that it was more cute to have him on the bed or on the couch.
So you're saying your wife was snuggling Max while you were away?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
So.
Oh, sucks
and
to
I'm
be
fine
you.
with- no, I'm actually fine with that.
You're fine with your wife snuggling Max?
Yeah.
Yeah? Where does Bella sleep at night?
She does sleep in the bed sometimes. Yeah.
Do tell.
Well, I mean, she has a tendency to sort of just jump up there. And,
Accidentally, right?
And it's too hard, and I'm too tired to sort of.
What size is your bed?
It's what's it, queen size?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just you and Bella?
No, there's a wife too.
And a wife. So there's not a lot of room in this bed.
Well, there's always room for Bella.
Really?
Yeah. By the feet, obviously.
By the feet.
Yeah.
Like, so she's not up like spooning with you guys.
No, not in the middle, not all
Not
up in
just
there.
the feet.
Yeah.
So she's a good foot warmer.
Yep, for sure.
Does she lick your toes?
Not. She has done it, but it's not something she does all the time.
And
Yeah.
did you like it?
What channel was this again?
The dog show.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think I do like it occasionally.
I love this guy. Yay for honesty. We're here talking about dogs. I'm Joe Young.
Today we're here at Water for Dogs, an integrative canine rehabilitation center with Dr. Jonathan Block. Dr. Block, what can you tell us about some of the therapies you use here at Water for Dogs?
At Water for Dogs, we integrate hydrotherapy, acupuncture, laser therapy, therapeutic exercises for strengthening, massage, stretching, ultrasound therapy, and electrical stimulation.
So when you say hydrotherapy, what does that usually involve?
We have a couple of modalities that we commonly use. We have underwater treadmills, which are containers that can fill up with water, and they have a treadmill in them. This makes pets lighter, so it decreases the force of gravity, which helps them walk if they're having difficulty holding up their weight regularly, and it also provides resistance for strengthening. The pool allows us to provide controlled swim therapy, so it actually makes pets weightless. And the concept is sort of the same as why swimming is so beneficial in people, because it's a great form of aerobic exercise that strengthens a variety of muscles throughout the body, but it doesn't have any impact like running or walking does on the bones and the joints.
What sorts of injuries do you find usually respond best to hydrotherapy?
Most of the injuries that we see are injuries like cruciate ligament tears or ruptures in the knee. This is a common injury in humans as well as dogs. We see patients that have either had surgery and need to recover from the surgical repair to that ligament, or we see patients whose owners want to avoid surgery and would like to strengthen the surrounding tissues to help strengthen that knee without a surgical procedure. Another common injury that we see includes back injuries like herniated discs, which can sometimes be very severe in pets, even causing paralysis. Again, sometimes these patients go for surgery and we see them after a surgery and help them recover from that previous therapy, or sometimes they're non-surgical situations where we need to help them recover and improve their ability to walk and improve the strength in their hind end with therapy.
You mentioned other therapies besides hydrotherapy. So when an injured dog comes in, do you combine, say, massage with hydrotherapy?
Yeah, so we're a comprehensive rehabilitation center. We offer hydrotherapy, acupuncture, laser therapy. We do a lot of hands-on therapies like exercises for strengthening, massage, stretching to improve flexibility. So we develop individualized plans for each patient depending on their injury and their secondary injuries to best cater to their needs. And so each patient gets a combination of specific therapies that we feel will best meet their needs.
Thanks for watching The Dog Show. I'm Rin. Today we've been talking with Dr. Jonathan Block at Water for Dogs, an integrative canine rehabilitation center. Thanks so much.
I'm Jamie Cafino here from The Dog Show. I'm here with Robert from Mighty Mutts and Freddie, who's up for adoption. So what can you tell us about Freddie?
Well, Freddie has been with us for a couple of months. He's a very sweet, energetic 2-year-old. He's a poodle mix, so he doesn't shed. And he's just a friendly dog that needs a really good home.
So how old do you think Freddie is?
Freddie's about 2 and very sweet.
How well is Freddie trained?
We're not really sure how well he's trained. I mean, he's fairly well housebroken, but he's really, really smart, and he's the kind of dog that will pick things up very quickly. So I think he would just fit in very fast.
What's the best type of home for Freddie?
Someone who can give him the attention he deserves, someone who could play with him. He's a very playful, inquisitive little guy, someone who can give him the love that he needs.
So does Freddie get along well with other dogs?
Freddie gets along great with other dogs. He has a little doggy friend named Alex that he likes to play with. He's very sociable. He could be a little hesitant when he meets a dog for the first time, but once he gets to know the dog, it's just all play. He is very, very friendly.
Would Freddie do well in a home with children?
I think he would do great. He'd be a little shy at first, but once he gets to know people, he is just the biggest love bug ever.
Does Freddie have any special needs?
Oh, he just wants to be loved. I mean, that's his special need.
If you want to fill out an application for Freddie, go to www.mightymutts.org. And I'm Jamie from The Dog Show.
From Upper West Side Dog Training, and we're here at Dog Days of New York to teach you about an important aspect of socialization that is often overlooked. Have you ever met a dog who is afraid to be touched? Is your own dog a little bit shy about having his nails clipped? It's a pretty common problem. But I'm going to tell you some very easy things that you can do during puppyhood to prevent this problem from happening for your dog. It starts at the very beginning. When you first bring your puppy home, practice handling him. You're gonna take practice handling him every day. It's very common for a dog to be nervous when you hold on to certain parts of his body because he's not exposed to it until much later in life. When dogs are puppies, they're naturally open to new experiences. They're exploring their world. And when they're doing that, it's our job to introduce them to all the things they're going to encounter in life in a positive way. We'll show you how. Teaching your dog to love being handled is super easy. The first thing you have to do is scoop her up and put her in your lap, okay? As soon as you do this, I want you to offer her a little piece of kibble. It can help to have a little pile next to you, on your couch, or wherever you're doing this. Oh, good girl, Val. If your dog's super squeamish about doing this, you might try some treats. Just break them up into little tiny pieces. Remember, it's not about the size of the treat, it's about how many treats you give. Once I have Val on my lap and she's pretty comfortable, I'm going to start inspecting her, doing things that I wouldn't normally do, like looking at her feet. When you're inspecting the paws, really get in there. Take a look, as if you're gonna pull out a splinter, and then act like you're going to clip her nails. These are things that are going to come up in life, and you're gonna be glad you did. Each time I do something like that, I give her a little piece of kibble so she learns that it's a good thing. Then I'm going to move on to the rest of her feet. Make sure you pay attention to all of her feet. Sometimes the back paws get neglected. Also, we want to make sure that we inspect her teeth. I'm going to act like I'm brushing her teeth. I'll also go inside and act like I'm pulling something out of her mouth. Again, these things are going to come up, and we want her to think it's a good thing. The kibble comes after. Next important thing, the ears. We look inside, pretend to put some eardrops in. Get in there as if you were the vet trying to figure out what was wrong. And then a little piece of kibble. The last thing I want you to think about is the nether regions. Believe me, you don't want the first time she's ever touched down here to be at the vet's office. Don't worry, you can wash your hands later if it bothers you. Oh, and one more thing. Make sure you look her directly in the eye, even if you end up getting washed with kisses. Take a chance to do this once a day, and you'll have a dog who loves to be handled. So important. I'm Amanda with The Dog Show.
And we're done, right?
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Kitty Logan for The Dog Show, and today we're in Chelsea. We're about to meet some mighty mutts, actually one mighty mutt. But first, let's meet our human, Chelsea. Hello, Chelsea.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well. So, quick question. How did you get involved with Mighty Mutts?
So I got involved with Mighty Mutts because when I moved to New York, I really wanted to volunteer with a rescue organization, and I just looked them up online. They were close to my apartment, and so I just signed up, took the training, and yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's been fun.
So that's wonderful, Mighty Mutt. So let's get to our Mighty Mutt, shall we? I hear his name is Kiko.
This is Kiko. He's one of our senior dogs that is available for adoption.
And I hear he is a bit of a superhero dog. Is that so?
Yes, he is a hero. Kiko was protecting his owner during a home invasion, and he actually took a bullet to the head. And so he is our little hero. He saved his owner. And he was in the papers, and he was, yes, just the best dog ever.
Does he get along with other animals, cats and dogs?
As far as I know, he gets along with the other foster dogs that he is housed with fine. He knows them. He's used to them. They live together. As far as new animals that maybe come along, it takes him a little while. He has to really get to know them. Maybe right off the bat, he's not going to want to be their best friend, but it definitely depends on personalities and matching them properly.
So now, Kiko, we've already decided, we know he's a bit of an elder dog, and he did take a bullet to the head. Does he have any special needs?
Well, Kiko does have some special needs. He is deaf in both ears, which really hasn't affected the way that we handle him too much. I mean, he still, can see and listens to, we can train him with commands, with hand commands. And besides that, he might be a little bit slower, maybe some joint pain because he's older, but nothing too crazy yet.
We know he's very loyal indeed for what he did in his previous owner, as a previous person. Well, what kind of temperament does Mr. Kiko have?
Kiko is very loyal. He's also very sweet, and he's a cuddly little monster. He's very calm and relaxed, and he's a good boy. He really is. He's a good pup.
That about wraps it up for today. So thank you so much to Chelsea and Mr. Kiko. If you're interested in adopting Mr. Kiko, please go to Mighty Mutt's website and fill out an application. And I do believe that we need to get a new jumper for Mr. Kiko, maybe with a big S on it, because he is a super dog. I'm Kitty Logan for The Dog Show. Have a great day.
That's our show for this week. You've been watching The Dog Show. I'm Rin Olson.